Hello. So let's look into some of the definition of coordination compounds before we proceed ahead. So first definition, coordination entity. A coordination entity, it constitutes a central metal atom or ion bounded by fixed number of ions or molecules. You can see, for example, cobalt, Cl3, NH3 thrice. Okay, here the entire thing is your coordination entity. So it includes your cobalt ion and it is surrounded by three ammonia molecules, that's your NH3, and three chloride ions. So this entire thing is your coordination entity. Next, central atom slash ion. So you can have a simple atom or an ion. Like in the previous case, we had cobalt. Here you can see nickel, cobalt, iron. So you can see Ni2 plus, CO2 3 plus, and Fe3 plus are the central metal atom. So basically the coordination inside the coordination entity, the central metal atom or ion will be the one which is fixed. Okay, and there will be compounds like H2O or neutral compounds like H2O, NH3, or there can be compounds like Cn minus, that is an anion, Cl minus, that's another anion. So it will be surrounded by either neutral molecule or it will be either surrounded by anions. So the central one here, that's the transition element usually. So that will be your central metal atom. The central atom or ion are also referred to as Lewis acids, okay, because they accept electron pairs from the ligands. Next. So since I said a lot of ligands, so ligands are ions or molecules which bound the central atom ion in the coordination entity. So they are your ligands. For example, chloride, Cl minus, H2O, it can be in the form of molecule also, it can be negative anion also, NH3. And you can see here we have NH2, CH2, CH2, NH2. Okay, so this is another larger molecule which can behave as a ligand. Okay, you can see here nitrogen can donate two pairs of electron, and also here one pair of electron will be donated, two electrons or one pair. Now, when a ligand is bound to the central metal ion, it is bound through a single donor atom. Like for example, as with Cl minus, this minus sign should be on the top, H2O or NH3. So such ligands, when they are donating single donor atom is there, it is called as unidendate. Okay, uni means one, dendate means donation. When a ligand can bind through two donor atoms, for example this one, okay, you can see here there is one pair of electrons, another pair of electrons, that is your ethane 1,2 diamine or oxalate anion, you can see. So such cases oxygen will give, in this particular case it is called as didendate. Now, when several donor atoms are present in a single ligand, for example, you can see NCH2, CH2, NH2 thrice. You can see the structure is given here. No, this is different structure. So in this particular case, you can see this ammonia is having, this nitrogen is having electron pair. Also, all these nitrogens are having electron pairs. Okay, so it is containing more than two nitrogen atom which can donate electrons. Same way, you can see here we have oxygen here with a negative charge, oxygen, oxygen, oxygen. So these are the four possibilities which can donate. Same, nitrogen will contain one pair of electrons each. So these are known as polydendate. Okay, this one is EDTA. That's your ethylene diamine tetraacetate. So four acetate group. Ethylene is ethylene is the main one, and diamine group is there. Okay, so EDTA. Next, ligand. When a di or polydendate ligand uses its two or more donor atoms to bind a single metal ion, it is said to be chelate ligand. Okay, so the ligand that has multiple possibilities will be a chelate ligand. And the number such ligating groups is called as denticity of the ligand. Like for example, if you see this one, ethane 1,2-diamine will have denticity equals to 2. This one here will have its denticity equals to 6. Then ligand which can ligate through different atom is called as ambidendant ligand. For example, you can see here nitro group. Okay, so nitro where N is donating its electron pair towards the metal, so that is nitro N. If oxygen of the nitro group donates its electron to the central metal, it is nitro O group. Same way you can see sulfur is donating its electron, that is thiocyanate. And if nitrogen gives, that is SCN, it is isothiocyanate. Next, coordination number. Coordination number, also denoted as CN, short form, of the metal ion in the complex. It can be defined as a number, the number of the ligand donor atoms to which the metal is directly bonded to. According to Warner's theory, this is the secondary valency. Note that the coordination number of the central atom / ion is determined only by the number of sigma bonds which are formed by the ligand with the central metal ion. Pi bonds, if they are formed in the between the ligand and the central ion, central atom, are not counted for this purpose. This part we will talk later. Okay. Next, coordination sphere. So the central atom and the ligands which are attached to it, they are enclosed in writing in square brackets. You can see FeCN6, so they are put inside a square brackets. So collectively they are termed as the coordination sphere. So the ionizable group are written outside the bracket and are called as counter ions. For example, here K4 is written outside the square bracket, hence K plus is your counter ion. Next, coordination polyhedron. The special arrangement of the ligand atoms which are directly attached to the central atom / ion defines a coordination polyhedron about the central atom. So you can see this metal is bonded with 6 different ligands. You can see 4 are in the same plane, 2 coming towards you, 2 going inside the plane, and 2 are on the plane. So that's your octahedral geometry. Same way, tetrahedral geometry, you have your central metal, 2 are on the plane, same plane, 1 is coming out of the plane, the other one is going inside the plane. Square planar geometry, central metal, ligand, 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 all on the same plane. Trigonal bipyramidal structure, so you have a triangular base and you have one ligand at the top and another ligand at the bottom. Square pyramidal structure, so 4 on the same plane. Okay, so 2 are coming out and 2 are going inside. Basically they are on the same plane, and 1 on the top. So that's your different coordination polyhedron. Next, oxidation number of the central atom. So is defined as charge it would carry. Okay, oxidation number is the charge that it would carry, the central metal atom we are talking here, of all the ligands, if all the ligands are removed along with their electron pairs that are shared with central atom. Okay. And oxidation number is represented in Roman numerical parenthesis, okay, as the following name of the following the name of the coordination entity. For example, if I talk about oxidation number of copper in this particular case, I see that copper will have, let's say, some X charge. Cn cyanide will have -1 charge each, and total charge on the coordination entity is -3. So x plus 4 into -1 is equals to -3. If you solve for x, this equation, I repeat, x plus 4 bracket -1 bracket close is equals to -3. So if you solve that equation, you will get that x value, that's the charge on copper, will be +1. So how we will write it? We will write Cu in the parenthesis, that's small bracket, 1. So this Roman number here represents the oxidation number of the central atom. I just want to highlight one more thing. In the previous case also, if I talk about this one, So overall I see that Cn minus is again -1 charge. Here I will get Fe in +2 form. So I will write Fe in parenthesis 2 Roman number. Okay, same way previously also we have seen some examples. Here it is. You can see nickel is in +2 state, cobalt is in +3 state, iron is in +3 state. So these are some of the examples. So they will be written in small brackets or in parentheses. Okay, okay. So this part oxidation number is done. Now next is homoleptic and heteroleptic complexes. So complexes in which the metal is bound to only one kind of donor group. For example, cobalt here is bound only with ammonia. Okay, so such is your homoleptic group. Okay, whereas if there are more than one kind of donor group, you can see here chloride is one donor group, another is ammonia is another donor group. So that is known as heteroleptic complex. And that's it. Thank you.